Okay, hello everyone. Yesterday I was having a conversation with some friends, and we were talking about the fruits and vegetables and the fact that they apparently lost a lot of vitamins and minerals in the course of the last 50 years or so, and probably more. And also the question came up where we ask ourselves, do we have enough vitamins and minerals in our food that we eat every day? And so this video aims at bringing a little bit of light into the subject. Do we have enough vitamins and minerals in order to be healthy, in order to stay healthy? If we Google, well, right off the bat, before the use case that I'm about to present, I'd like to give you a straight answer from the JAMA. JAMA is the Journal of American Medical Association, and this is in 2002. And this article is really important. It's been written by Robert Fletcher and Kathleen Fairfield, and you're going to see the detail of their analysis. But to sum it up there, this is what they have to say. Most people do not consume an optimal amount of all vitamins by diet alone. Pending strong evidence of effectiveness from randomized trials, it appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. So basically, they did a thorough analysis. These two doctors, Robert Fletcher and Kathleen Fairfield, of Harvard Medical School and the Harvard School of Public Health, reviewed more than 30 years of scientific papers regarding vitamins in relation to chronic diseases and published their findings in 2 companion articles. So this is like one article. You can read it through here, scientific review and clinical application. And at the end, you have all the reference analysis, which you can copy and paste and put in the in your browser, and you'll find the article there. They have like 23 studies. But on top of that, there's a lot of studies, and I have a list here of 800 studies regarding the health benefit of nutritional supplement. This is available. If you want to have a copy, just let me know. But basically, these studies regards the health benefit for cardiovascular health, bone and joint, healthy pregnancies and healthy babies, immune function, healthy vision, and others. So it's very
interesting. So you have the list of all the analysis, and if you want to do a little test here, you take one, say osteoporosis, you just click on there, and then you'll find like 30 analysis on that, and basically you go on the first one here, and what you could do is you can read a little bit here. Protective effects of fish intakes and interactive effect long chain polyunsaturated fatty acids on hip bone mineral density. So it's very interesting when you have these studies. For example, you can type another one, say Alzheimer, ALZH, let's say, and you have 8 results, and you can go to any one of them, and if you want to have some detail, you can copy paste, put it in your browser, and get directly the study and the conclusion of the study. Very interesting. All right, so basically, in a nutshell, the JAMA is saying that most people do not consume an optimal amount of all vitamins by diet alone. It appears prudent for all adults to take vitamin supplements. So this is their viewpoint. Okay, back on the analysis, the following is going to be more detailed, but it's going to be like a use case where we're going to go about some facts and also some analysis of a particular diet, a day's worth of a diet, and see the amount of vitamins and minerals that we have in this diet and see if it meets the standards. So let's continue.
fruits and vegetables lack yesterday's nutrition. We're going to see a bunch of articles relating to the fact that today's food aren't as packed as with vitamins and nutrients as they were 70 years ago, and why food is less nutritious than it used to be. Fruits and vegetables become less nutritious. So there's a lot of analysis that has been done in the past, and I want to show you like an example. For example, this is like the National Geographic, and they explain the fact that the fruits and vegetables have lost their nutritional value. Mounting evidence from multiple scientific studies shows that many fruits, vegetables, and grain grown today carry less protein, calcium, phosphorus, iron, riboflavin, vitamin C than those that were grown decades ago. And so they explain the situation, the industrial farming, the OGMs, the transportation of the foods from other countries. Because of that, we tend to harvest the fruits and vegetables when they're not ready, so there's not as much nutrients as they used to be. So basically, this is an article. This is another article. I'll let you have a look at these articles. It's unbelievable. There's one study here that shows in good detail. That was a study done in 2000. It was published in the TV News 2002. It was updated in 2017. And basically what it shows is the change between say 1951 and 1999. And if we take, for example, an apple, we can see that the apple, in terms of calcium, it gained a bit, but in iron it lost 52%. Vitamin A lost 41%. Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, these are the B complex, they lost. Banana is the same thing. Calcium, iron, negative. Vitamin A, minus 81%. Blueberry, minus 83% iron. Calcium, minus 59%. So basically, if we go and we look at them, cherry, corn, cranberries, we'll see that they lost a lot of vitamins and minerals in the past 50 years or so. All in all, if we look at the 9 popular fruits and vegetables, they lost an average of 38% of their calcium, iron, vitamin A, and vitamin C. Pretty important. So the question is, in our food that we eat every day, do we miss vitamins and minerals, for a healthy life? And so I'm going to try to answer that, or at least bring some light to it. Let's look at the standards here. We have what we call the RDA standard. The RDA, which means recommended daily allowance. Basically, it's a minimum standard that was established in the Second World War to sort of establish the minimum standard before you get sick. It's before sick. So and that standard hasn't evolved a whole lot since the Second World War. So if we look at the vitamin A, that was a standard 3000 international unit. Vitamin C, 90 milligram, and vitamin D. And so you have the results here. And for the RDA, for the minerals, calcium, 1000 milligram, copper, 0.9, iron, 8, magnesium, so on and so forth. So the thing is, the RDA has been really criticized by the nutrition expert, the doctors there. And one of them at one university, they did an analysis. In 2012, at the Alton University, they created the SONA standard, Suggested Optimal Nutritional Allowance. And this standard, what they did basically is that they did a 15-year study, 13,000 people, and they looked at their lifestyle, and they looked at what they consume, and then they did like a thorough analysis. There's like 49,000 pages
in 153 volumes. So it's an extensive analysis in order to sort of create a SONA, which is basically the suggested optimal nutritional allowance, which is in some cases much more than the RDA that was established a long time ago. For example, vitamin A is double, should be like 6,660. And vitamin C, it's 5 times more, 500 milligram. And vitamin D is the same. Vitamin E, look at that, 600 versus 15 milligram. It's a whole lot. So if we look at the B1 there, it's 6 times more, B2 2 times more, B3 twice more, and then here B6 18, so that's like 10 times more, maybe more than that. B9 and B12, so you get the idea here. And in terms of the minerals, then you have the minerals here. Calcium is about the same, but copper is more, iron is double more. Look at the manganese is 3 times more. The rest, this one, selenium is much more, and the other is less, and zinc is much more. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to see if a 1 day worth of food, of good food, meets those standards. So this is the analysis. That's the SONA results, and basically the data. So there's a website called Chronometer. There are other ones too, where you can enter the amount of food that you take in a day, for example. And let's go on the website. Okay, so we're on the Chronometer here. So this is, for example, the diary for one particular day. Basically, with this tool, you enter food that you take and the quantity. It will give you the calories. So that, let's go through it like pretty quick. A banana, strawberry 3 ounces, raspberry, grapes, coffee 2 coffee, multigrain bread 3 slices, almond butter, strawberry jam, fish, salmon fish, spinach, lettuce, tomato, celery, carrot. You can see this is an example of a day's worth of my food. Extra virgin oil, vinegar, avocado 1 ounce, Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't take that every day, on the weekend usually. Oats, dark chocolate, mixed nuts, and chicken breast for, say, for lunch. So this is an example. So basically, once you enter that for a day, it will give you the amount of calories, but also, most importantly, the amount of vitamins and minerals. And what it says here in terms of minerals is that B1, I'm missing. I'm not reaching the target. I'm not in green. The B2, etc. Folate, I'm missing this one here. Vitamin E, I'm at 92%. Vitamin K, so I'm not meeting the minimum standard of the daily allowance. This is the daily, this is not the SONA, it's the daily. So 49%, 80%. So basically you can see that in a day's worth of a good, say, a good diet, I lack some vitamin and minerals. So at the question, do we have enough? Even to reach the minimum standard, which is the RDA, we don't meet the minimum. Now, if we go in the graph here and we look at the diary, this is a copy of the diary that I just showed you. This is the result here with the lack in yellow. And if we look at this here, we can see that on the RDA, I'm lacking on vitamin D, vitamin B1 here, the B9 and the B12 I'm okay. But if I compare with the SONA, then I'm lacking a lot. So with my food alone, I'm lacking vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, B9, B12 and more. So basically what I see is for optimal health for the SONA, I'm not meeting the standard. So
This first time I did this analysis is about, it's in 2003 or 4. So that's probably like almost 15, 20 years ago I did this analysis. I redid it since, and I started to take supplement at the time. And this is what I'm taking right now, supplement, food supplement. It's Arix supplement, the Optimal V. These are the vitamins, these are the minerals. And what you can see here, vitamin A, is that for one serving, actually I take 2 servings a day. Like in these bottles, that's good for a month. You have 2 servings. 1 in the morning, for example, with 3 capsules of the vitamins and 2 of the mineral. But if you take 1 in the morning, 1 at night, it makes a double. So basically, the average percentage of daily value here would be like 300% for vitamin A. So with these supplements, I take 300% of the RDA standard, these are the RDA, 2,000 of the vitamin C, 500% of the vitamin D3, so it's a lot more. Vitamin E is 1,000%, vitamin K is 100% because we double, vitamin D, and so on, so forth. You have the total vitamin B12 is a whole lot here, 3, so it's 6,000%. That we need a lot of B12 in order to stay healthy. And for the minerals, then these are the percentage of the daily value. So basically, these supplements, for example, in vitamin E, if we look at the vitamin here, 500%, so meaning 1,000% for the 2 servings, I would have to eat this amount of spinach to get the same amount of vitamin E that we get in this bottle. B12, I would have to eat that much beef to get the same amount of B12 that we get in these vitamins. Vitamin E, same thing. These amount of butter to get the vitamin E. Vitamin C, these amount of oranges to get the same amount of vitamin C in there. Vitamin D, this amount of eggs. And vitamin B6, this amount of salmon. So it's packed, it's really packed with vitamins and minerals. So if we look at the SONA here, as I showed you before, there's some lacking here. But what happened when you take the supplement, it gives this result here. So this was my result before. Vitamin A, Allen, the light blue there, I was okay on vitamin A. But with this additional 225%, I'm at 350%. So, but by the way, even if I'm more than the optimal level, this is the SONA, percentage of the SONA, we don't have problem to eliminate the extra vitamin A. All these quantity are not toxic here. Vitamin C, so I go from 20%, but I can see that with the extra 260%, then I reach 280%. So basically I can see that these supplements really help me get to the optimal level with the vitamin C. Same thing with vitamin D, same thing with vitamin E. Well, actually, vitamin E, I would have to improve my diet a little bit. Vitamin B1, then it helps me. B2, same thing. B3, B6, etc. So as you can see, the addition of the vitamins help me reach the SONA level, the SONA standard. If we look at the mineral, I had a few lack of calcium and magnesium and all that. So if we look at compared to the SONA, so this is my results here with food alone. And then if I add the supplement, I can see that on the calcium I improve a little bit. On the copper I meet the standard. On the iron I was okay. There's no iron in the supplement because usually we have enough in our food. Magnesium, I'm up to 84%. Manganese, I'm up to 120%. Same thing for phosphorus. We usually have enough in our food. Potassium, the same thing. Selenium, I'm up 132%. and zinc, I'm really up there. So basically, this shows you that with the addition of vitamins and minerals, in addition to a healthy diet, it helps me meet the standard. Now this is like a little competitive analysis. What it shows basically is the different brands: Jameson, Adrien Gagnon, Kirkland, Herbalife. So basically it's a comparison of amount of vitamin A on a daily supplement. And what you can see here is that the optimal here that I'm using offers like 400% of vitamin E, and when we look at the other brands, it's much less. Vitamin C is the same thing, like it's a very tiny bit there, 10% of the SONA. The SONA, we're talking about the SONA. This is the NutriSearch, but it's close to the SONA. The vitamin D, it's the same thing. Vitamin E, there's very little in the other. So basically, it's a competitive analysis, just to say that in general, when you compare vitamins and minerals, this is the same thing for minerals. You really have to look at the content of the in the bottle. Also, what I've done here, I've compared the average amount of vitamins all combined together. As you can see that the other brands here, you have very little, where with the Arix you have 100%. So I mean, these are the top line product that you have on the market. There's a lot of athlete that takes these supplements. And the same thing for the minerals. And if you look at the price, of course, the price goes with it. Here it costs you $4.50 per day, where the other it costs you cents, basically cents. So that's about it. There's a comparative guide, which is the NutriSearch, and what they do is they compare 1,000 brands. This report is available every 3 years, and they compare on 18 criteria, like the power, like the amount of vitamins and minerals, the mineral form, whether it's bioavailable, the bioactivity of the vitamin E, the amount of antioxidant, bone health, cardiovascular health, liver health, metabolic equilibrium, eyes health, methylation, this is like more technical, inflammation. Basically, it looks at all those 18 and they give like a rating. So basically, give a star rating. The optimals, they get like a 5-star rating. And this is another brand in the state, but the other one, they get like a 1 star. So this is the rating system. So if you decide to buy supplement, you really have to compare the quantity, but also the bioavailability, and these ratings are interesting to see before you make a purchase. So basically, if we come back to the beginning, the question that we have at the beginning is, do we have enough nutrients, enough vitamins and minerals in the food we eat every day? The answer is, according to the SONA standards, we don't. And if we compare to the RDA, we can barely make it with a good diet. So hopefully it helped. It shed a little bit of light. And if you have any question, give me a call. It'll be a pleasure to try to answer you.